This is Jane Mann, and today we're going to go over the ANMA. We're going to use it, however, a little bit differently. A lot of times when I do ANMA videos, we're really working more superficially in the scalp area and on the skin, meaning we're really kind of just working the top level or the superficial layer of fascia. Today, I wanted to go over the benefits of working deep fascia and where it's safe to work the deep fascia. There are several bands through the whole body. One is, they go all the way up, but some of the major ones are kind of like right below on the hips and the groin area. There's one at the waist. There's one underneath the breastbone. There's one at the clavicle, jawline, mid-face. And so we're going to be working on the clavicle, jawline, and mid-face. I like to call this workout everything but. So we're going to start really right at the clavicle, and I'm going to align, we're going to be using the spine of the ANMA today. It's just exclusively the spine. And we're going to be going right underneath that clavicle. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to grab your iPhone and I want you to take it to the timer and set it for 3 minutes, because each location is going to be 3 minutes. That's how long it takes for that fascia to begin to melt. When you're doing this yourself, it's really nice because you can control the depth or the intensity that you're pressing. You can press with one hand, or you can take your other and make it a little bit deeper. I don't want to say like rule of thumb, it's going to hurt, but if it hurts, that's fine. And you may feel a throbbing, you may feel a different sensation, but that pain is telling you there are adhesions in that area. So we're going to go and we're kind of holding underneath that clavicle. I'm pulling, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just kind of moving this a slight bit. It's like I want to pull the tentacles of that connective tissue that have wrapped around my bone. I want to like pull them away to free up my diaphragm, to free up my neck, to lift longer. We don't think about the fascial adhesions and the tightness and the shortening pulling down our face, but so much of it, even down at the stomach, can pull all of this down and even kind of shorten our neck and our muscles. So you're going to start at the clavicle, and I want you to play around in that area, like I said, for a duration of about 3 minutes. And then we're going to come up and we're going to go right to the back of the occiput. And this is where I always like to say the head pivots into the shampoo bowl. And you can find it by just kind of leaning back. We're kind of inching the ANMA spine into the back. And then again, I'm going to press, and I'm going to just keep holding it again for the duration of 3 minutes. And while you're doing it, you may kind of pull your chin down a little bit to see if you can get a little bit more stretch, because this is a widely used area and it really gets a dense band of fascia built up. And again, the little tentacles of that fascia kind of wrap all the way up. And this is what constricts blood flow and at times can cause headaches or tension headaches. So we're really going in, and I'm just pressing into that area, and every now and then just kind of twisting, kind of inching. And as soon as the discomfort subsides, I want you to be comfortably uncomfortable. So just kind of holding that area. And as you do about 3 minutes, again, that should soften somewhat. If you want to stay there longer, you can, but go ahead and hold this location behind the occiput. And then I want you to kind of come right on this jawline. And I like to anchor underneath right here. And I like to place the ANMA right on that jawline. And I'm pressing in. For those of you that work with me, it is definitely level 3. I'm pressing in. I'm cutting off blood flow to that muscle. I'm creating a little indent that creates a surge of blood flow and hydration when we remove it, also bringing in nourishing proteins and everything that area needs. So I'm going to hold this again for about 3 minutes. So let's go over super quick. We have got the collarbone and then we've come up to the occipital. Now we're at the jawline. The fourth movement I like to do is right underneath the cheekbone. So again, we're going to take the spine of the ANMA, we're going to place it right in that area. And you can always feel there's a little trigger point that has a lot of tension. And if you need more pressure, use your other hand. We're going to hold this going in. And if you want, you can kind of go to the corner, kind of lifting in there, going all the way around, holding for, again, 3 minutes. Then we're going to come right to the hairline, right at that temple area. We're going to press in and we're going to lift up. The temporalis muscle kind of is the side of the scalp, and it works in conjunction with the masseter muscle, which goes down here. And many times as this shortens, this comes forward and tightens. So what we're doing is I'm holding and I'm pressing into that temple and I'm lifting up as I'm doing it. Take notice while you're doing this, because you're holding this again for 3 minutes. Do you feel anywhere else? Do you feel it behind your eye? Do you feel it, you know, at the top of your head? Currently, I literally feel it in the other temple. That's probably how tight my temples are. So I'm going to hold in this area, and then I'm going to go right to the kind of under that ear. And I'm going to pull the ear down, and I'm going to lift right in that ridge, holding that for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I'm sorry, for 3 minutes. So let's go over it. We've got the clavicle, the occiput, the jaw, the zygomatic ridge, now the temple area, the ridge of the temple. And now I just want you to line the spine up with the eyebrow, and I want you to push in. This to me is the most painful. And I like to just kind of anchor it and hold, kind of rocking this back and forth, but I'm holding. And when you have this area that's really painful, those of you that write in about 11's, what can you do about 11's? This is a great, great move for getting rid of 11's. So we're just going to kind of hold this. And if you want kind of holding that same area, stretching it up, you may feel just more of a release. You can even come right in the center at one of those 11's and kind of twist this up and just hold this, pressing in deeply at a level 3. So let's review one more time. Each location you're going to be holding 3 minutes. So we have got the collarbone, we've got the occiput, we've got the jawline, we've got the zygomatics, we've got the hairline, and above the ear and the eye. So at 3 minutes each on each side. You can even see the difference between doing this side for the brief amount of time I did and the side that I didn't do. I hope this helps you with a little bit of creativity using the ANMA. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and I'll see you at my next video.